Men have never been demonized because they're men. And
How can somebody so big on TikTok make such a boldly false claim? Are you on the internet at all nowadays? But then again, we both know that you're just a Democrat mouthpiece who has routinely met with the White House to promote propaganda on behalf of the DNC. Feminism is no longer about uplifting women, but blaming men for everything and using them as a social scapegoat. Modern feminists nowadays spend so much time teaching other women to judge the entire male population based on the less than 1% to commit a lot of violent crime. It's amazing how Democrats understand that the 1360 crime statistic fails to account for criminal justice bias and systemic prejudice, but yet cannot equate the same logic to the disproportionate amount of men in prison compared to women. As if we all didn't hear Amber Heard boldly taunt Johnny Depp, stating, "Go ahead and tell the world that I too, a man, am a victim of domestic violence." And let's be honest, every man has been in a position just like that, including yourself. Whether you want to openly admit to it or not is irrelevant. But then again, staying silent on issues like this is probably going to cost you a large amount of followers. From Emmett Till to the 2006 Duke Lacrosse and the as aforementioned Johnny Depp v. Amber Heard trial, we all know women routinely use false accusations to cover up their own abuse and mistreatment and demonization of men. And the only people this seems to not affect are billionaires and politicians like Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And before you try to tell me less than 5% of accusations are proven false, shut up. Less than 5% of criminal convictions are overturned in a court of law. An accusation doesn't have to go to court. In fact, most false accusations are nothing more than online rumors meant to destroy somebody's reputation and nothing more. The problem with taking false accusations to court is that somebody can easily lawyer up and poke holes in your accusations and call into question what you are claiming. So most women who make false accusations don't want to risk that kind of backlash coming back to bite them, so they don't even bother getting the criminal justice system involved. The reality is, men are demonized simply for being men, and women are treated like angels due to a psychological phenomenon known as the halo effect. You are more than welcome to look this up if you'd like. And the reality is, men are 20 times more likely to unalive themselves than they are to unalive somebody else. The reality is, we are in a mental health epidemic with men, but instead of actually talking to men about why they feel this way, we just assume it's toxic masculinity. The reality is, it's because the mental health care industry is dominated by women, and whether this applies to all women or not, there is still a cultural apathy and disdain that women hold against men in this day and age, and something needs to be done about it.